Hi, I'm Conny, and this is From Chaos to Peace with Conny, where I explore, sometimes solo and often with a guest, how a few minutes a day can keep the chaos away. And with chaos, I'm talking about the physical, digital, social, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual clutter that can accumulate in our life. Well, hello, my friend. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing? Thank you so much for allowing me back into your ears. And if this is your very first time here, a very warm welcome to you too. And I'm honored that you're checking out my podcast. This is episode number 143 of the From Chaos to Peace podcast, where a few minutes a day keep the chaos away and where you learn how clutter is so much more than you think and why I say that clearing your clutter is self-love. I'm right now in Switzerland, my home country, and possibly my audio is not as good as it usually is. I don't have all my podcasting gear with me for obvious reasons. So I'm really enjoying being back home here after 2.5 years, and I already had a lot of adventures and experiences that will delight me in the future when I remember this time I'm spending here. And if you're interested to see what adventures I'm up to, you can go check it out on Instagram, where I share some impressions. My handle is I am Conny Graf on Instagram. But back to this week's topic, I want to talk about the difference between organizing and clearing clutter, and the difference, therefore, between a professional organizer that comes and helps you and a clutter clearing practitioner, or what I help my clients with. And there is an overlap for sure, but it's not the same. There are really some differences between the two, between organizing and really clutter clearing, and they are important and substantial. So let's talk about organizing first. Organizing can be done purely on a mental level, so you can tidy and arranging things so that you know where everything is. But most of the time when you are organizing, nothing gets thrown out. You don't investigate why you are having it, or if you even still need it, or why your space, whether it's your home or your office, is such a mess. You usually keep everything, you just tidy and shove things around, and you create or find homes for your stuff, and you put things away. You just kind of create visually a tidier environment. An example would be sorting through your stationery items and office supplies. Put similar things together so that you can see at a glance what you have and you can find it when you need it. Or you sort through your files, your file monster, how I call it. You organize it maybe, and you're placing the files in new piles. That's what usually happens. You move the files into new piles, and you make your desk or office look a little bit more tidy, but it's often not the final destination. It's not putting them really away for good. It's more, again, a visual improvement and not a reduction of what you have, and systematically filing the files for good. But of course, it can and will still feel satisfying when you have a place for everything in your home and office, and everything is in its place, at least if only for a few short days. And it gives you some peace and therefore has some value for sure. But it can be also a waste of time and possibly money because it's only temporarily. And I'm sure you have experienced that the clutter creeps back in because just organizing really doesn't address the root cause. It just covers up the underlying problem. And therefore, the results are really not life or business changing as clutter clearing can be and is. It doesn't even begin to address the issues of why you have so much clutter and the chaos, why the disorganization happened in the first place, and you don't examine your systems and processes and habits and come up and implement better ones that serve you better, that actually create a supportive environment, a long-lasting supportive environment. And so usually, as I mentioned before, within a short time period, the clutter and chaos creeps back in and you are back at square one. And that's why I say it's a waste of time and money, because it's just a band-aid for an underlying problem that you don't address and just put off. Let's look at clutter clearing then. So the clutter clearing methods and coaching that I offer go much further and much deeper. It's not just about helping my clients to organize and rearrange their things. It's about helping them to let go of the things, files, and thoughts that they no longer love or use, or that don't serve them anymore. And I help them bring themselves up to date with who they are and where they want to go in their life and business. It goes so much deeper than just organizing. It involves a lot of vision and goal setting of where my clients want to go, and then intentionally implementing the habits, systems, and processes needed to help them make progress towards their goal and vision. And because of that, clutter clearing is not just a mental process. It goes deeper and usually brings up emotions that can involve making decisions, sometimes tough decisions that have been put off. And I talk about that clutter is unmade decisions in episode 90. And so go listen to that episode after you're finished this one. Just sorting through huge piles of stuff without intention and knowledge of the bigger picture. And when you don't let go of things, even though you never use them anymore and only have them because you're afraid of making a decision or you're anxious of letting them go, is really exhausting and not sustainable. The chaos will creep back in no time. And I am sure you have experienced that. We all have. If we're just dealing with the surface level, we have to come back over and over and over and do it again over and over, which is really exhausting. Because to move from chaos to peace, a deeper and more intentional approach is needed. So again, how I help my clients is we look at the bigger picture so they can learn from the past and define the future. We dig in how cluttered and restricted their life and business is or has become, and why, how it slows them down and holds them back, maybe even keeps them stuck, and also the effects of this stagnant energy that collects around items that you don't use, around clutter. So, if you implement my methods or hire me as your guide and coach, you will be doing far more than sorting, categorizing, and putting things where they belong. On a practical level, you will be very intentional, and therefore the sorting and organizing of the stuff that you decide to keep becomes more strategic and meaningful. And it will be an investment of time rather than an expenditure of time, because this way you will get sustainable and long-lasting results. You will be assessing each item and then actively make a decision whether it has a place in your life and business, whether it's worth your time, energy, and money to keep it, and that it belongs into your life and business, and why. And it's so much more than simply categorizing everything and anything that you have and finding homes for it. And because of it, decluttering your life and business is not as easy as just tidying and organizing. Again, the results are lasting, not just temporary, and the process is not as daunting. It's really more fulfilling, and it's freeing and empowering. It's about reclaiming your life, taking back control, and becoming the pilot of your life and your business instead of the passenger or firefighter that just frantically runs around putting out fires and deals with last-minute tasks. Clutter clearing also opens the door and space to new possibilities, so you can move forward instead of living in the past. And so it's freeing. You will feel lighter and more in control overall because you decide and intentionally move towards a direction instead of just letting life push you around and the clutter push you around. But of course, your mind will try to fool you and give you all kinds of excuses why you can't let go of things, why you can't make a decision, why you can't change your systems and processes and habits. But when you go past these excuses and really listen in, you will find the truth. We can address that, and this will liberate you and give you back your control. And this is where the benefits of help comes in. And that's what I have 25 plus years of experience in, and what I'm also trained in to help you with. My services include helping you tidy and get organized in your home, office, and finances for sure, but this is only a small part of it. My primary goal and experience is to help you understand why you feel the need to accumulate and keep all this clutter and chaos around you, why you tolerate the chaos around you. And when I coach and guide you through the mental, emotional, and practical processes of letting go of the things you no longer need or use, and the thoughts, habits, systems, and processes that no longer serve you. And I help you discover how you too can live and work in a clutter-free and supportive environment from now on. And I help you find the habits, systems, and processes that help you, that work for you, and that are intentional and long-lasting, and therefore life and business changing. Because, again, there really is no point doing all that hard work of organizing over and over just to find yourself back in the same situations for a short few weeks later, right? So if you are done with putting band-aids on your situation and wasting your energy and money over and over on short-term fixes, if you are ready to make a lasting change, contact me. I can help you. You can message me on Instagram. As I said, my handle is I am Conny Graf. Or you can send me an email, or we hop on a complimentary Clutter to Clarity consultation. And you find all the links I just mentioned in the show notes. And of course, as always, I will never tell you what to do or what not to do. What I do help you see is the effect the clutter and chaos has on you, your life, and your business, and how to move from chaos to peace with ease. Okay, my friend, this is it for today. Have a beautiful and amazing week. Greetings from Switzerland. Talk to you next time. Take good care. If you enjoyed this podcast episode and you want to go on a journey from chaos to peace in your home, office, and finances with me as your guide, opportunities to work with me one-on-one are available. Go to connygraf.com, CONNYGRAF.com to schedule your own personal Clutter to Clarity chat. And we will see if working together is a great fit. That is connygraf.com, CONNYGRAF.com.